What if the future of transportation isn't just about electric vehicles, but something even more groundbreaking? What if your car could drive itself, pick you up, and drop you off without a driver? Can you imagine a world where cars are not just a tool for personal transport, but a shared service, always available at the tap of a button? What if, in just a few years, owning a car becomes a thing of the past, replaced by a fleet of fully autonomous Tesla Robotaxis? Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's not. It's happening. And it's happening faster than you think. In today's video, we're diving deep into Tesla's revolutionary Robotaxi, a product that Elon Musk says will change the future of transportation forever. This isn't just about another electric car. It's about an entirely new way to get around. Imagine a world where you don't need to own a car anymore, because a fully autonomous vehicle will always be just minutes away, ready to take you anywhere you need to go. Sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? But here's where it gets even more exciting. Elon Musk has confirmed some real specs and features of the Tesla Robotaxi, and there's a special event coming in October that's going to reveal even more. What makes this Robotaxi different? What are the insane features that Elon Musk has been hinting at? And how will this all play out in Tesla's broader vision of a sustainable future? In this video, we're not just going to explore the specs that have already been confirmed, but we're going to go deeper into lesser-known facts that most people aren't aware of yet. What makes the Robotaxi special? Why is it more than just another Tesla? And how does it fit into Musk's grand plan to change the world? By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how Tesla's Robotaxi works, what it means for the future of transportation, and why this could be one of the biggest technological shifts we've ever seen. But before we dive into the juicy details, let me ask you something. Could robotaxis make personal cars obsolete? What will happen to car ownership as we know it? And how will this affect the transportation industry and even the environment? These are the kinds of questions we'll answer today. So, if you're curious about the future of transportation and what Tesla's role in that future will be, stay tuned. Because the Robotaxi is going to change everything. Let's start with Elon Musk's vision. Musk has always been a man with a plan, whether it's launching rockets to Mars, tunneling underground to reduce traffic congestion, or creating electric cars to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. But what if I told you that his real mission goes even further than that? From the very beginning, Musk's goal wasn't just to make electric cars. It was to change the entire transportation industry. And with the Tesla Robotaxi, we're seeing the next step in that evolution. The idea behind the Robotaxi is simple, yet revolutionary. Imagine a fleet of fully autonomous Teslas that don't need a driver, can operate 24/7, and are available to anyone at any time. Instead of owning a car, you could summon a Robotaxi with your phone, ride to your destination, and then let the vehicle continue on its way to pick up someone else. This isn't just about convenience, it's about creating an entirely new model of transportation. But what makes the Robotaxi different from the other autonomous cars that companies like Waymo or Uber are developing? Why does Tesla believe their system will succeed where others have struggled? That's where the specs and features come in. And let me tell you, some of them are pretty insane. We know that Tesla's Robotaxi will be built on the same hardware as their current vehicles, but with a few key upgrades. First and foremost, it's going to have full self-driving capability. That means no driver needed ever. This is a level of autonomy that most car manufacturers haven't even come close to. Tesla has been working on AI-based self-driving technology for years, and their system gets better every single day, thanks to over-the-air software updates. Unlike traditional car companies, Tesla doesn't need to wait for a new model year to roll out improvements. They can do it instantly, updating every car in their fleet simultaneously. The Robotaxi will benefit from all these advancements, ensuring it's always running on the most advanced software. Another key feature is Tesla's energy-efficient battery. The Robotaxi will be designed to run continuously, meaning it needs to be both powerful and efficient. Early reports suggest that the battery will be able to handle long trips without needing frequent charges, making it ideal for city travel and even longer commutes. What about design? While Elon Musk hasn't revealed all the details, we can expect the Robotaxi to have a sleek, minimalist design similar to Tesla's other models. But what makes it truly unique is the fact that it's being designed specifically for ride-sharing. That means no driver's seat, more room for passengers, and possibly even features like onboard entertainment or workstations for commuters. But here's where things get even crazier: the price. Picture this. You walk out of your house, open an app, and in just minutes, a sleek, fully autonomous Tesla rolls up to the curb. No driver, no steering wheel, just an ultra-modern interior waiting to take you anywhere you need to go. This isn't a dream. This is the reality Elon Musk is building with the Tesla Robotaxi, and one of the most mind-blowing aspects of this entire project is the price. Let's face it, car ownership is expensive. Between the cost of buying a car, maintaining it, paying for insurance, and filling it with gas, owning a vehicle can feel like a financial burden. But what if I told you that Tesla's Robotaxi is set to completely flip that model on its head? Here's the wild part. Elon Musk has hinted that the cost of using a Robotaxi could be just a fraction of what we currently pay for rideshare services like Uber or Lyft. Imagine paying just a couple of dollars for a ride across town. It seems unbelievable, right? But here's why it could work, and why it could spell trouble for the entire transportation industry as we know it. The secret lies in eliminating the driver. Today, when you order a ride from a service like Uber, a big chunk of what you're paying is going straight into the driver's pocket. After all, someone has to be behind the wheel, and that labor is expensive. But with the Robotaxi, there's no driver. The car drives itself, using Tesla's cutting-edge full self-driving (FSD) technology. No human required, and that means no labor costs. By removing the need for a driver, Tesla can dramatically lower the cost of each ride. In fact, some estimates suggest that a ride in a Tesla Robotaxi could cost as little as a few cents per mile. Think about that for a second. The idea of affordable, on-demand, autonomous transportation is no longer something out of a science fiction novel. It's real, and it's coming soon. But here's where things get even more interesting. Tesla is positioning the Robotaxi not just as a convenient option for people who don't want to own a car, but as a direct competitor to car ownership itself. Imagine a future where, instead of spending tens of thousands of dollars to buy a car, you could rely entirely on robotaxis for your daily transportation needs. No more worrying about parking, insurance, maintenance, or gas. The Robotaxi takes care of everything. And the cost? So low that it might actually be cheaper to use robotaxis than to own a car. Elon Musk has said time and time again that he believes the Robotaxi fleet will drastically reduce the need for private car ownership. In fact, in some cities, we could eventually see fewer cars on the road altogether, as people opt for the convenience and affordability of robotaxis over the hassle of owning a vehicle. Can you imagine a world where traffic jams are rare and parking lots are a thing of the past? But let's not forget the impact this could have on the ride-sharing industry. Companies like Uber and Lyft have built their entire business models around the idea of connecting passengers with drivers. But what happens when the driver is taken out of the equation? Suddenly, the playing field is completely changed. Tesla's Robotaxi, with its lower costs and superior technology, could present a serious challenge to these companies, potentially reshaping the ride-sharing landscape forever. Imagine waking up one morning to a world where traditional cars, those that require a driver, gas, and all the usual hassles, are no longer the norm. The streets aren't filled with the roar of engines or the sight of exhaust pipes puffing into the air. Instead, you see silent, sleek, futuristic robotaxis gliding through the roads, picking people up and dropping them off effortlessly. This isn't a distant fantasy, it's a future that Tesla is actively building, and it has the potential to change society in ways we've never imagined. For over a century, cars have been central to the way we live. They represent freedom, mobility, and independence. Owning a car has long been a symbol of success, a rite of passage. But with the rise of Tesla's Robotaxi, this age-old relationship with cars is about to shift, and the ripple effects could be felt across every part of society. Let's start with the basics, the way we get around. Today, cars are an essential part of daily life. Whether you're driving to work, picking up groceries, or going on a road trip, cars give us the ability to move whenever and wherever we want. But Tesla's Robotaxi aims to make car ownership obsolete. Instead of owning a vehicle, you could simply summon one on demand. Need to run errands? Open the app, request a Robotaxi, and one will arrive at your doorstep in minutes, fully charged, cleaned, and ready to go. No more worrying about maintenance, repairs, or fuel. It's transportation, but with none of the traditional headaches. Now, think about the impact this will have on car manufacturers. If people no longer feel the need to own cars, what happens to companies like Ford, General Motors, or Toyota? These companies, which have built their entire business models around selling cars to consumers, could face an existential crisis. Who's going to buy a new car when you can have a fully autonomous vehicle at your fingertips for a fraction of the cost? This shift could force the entire automotive industry to evolve or risk being left behind. Then, there's the impact on cities. Imagine walking through a city where traffic jams are a thing of the past, and where the constant honking of impatient drivers is replaced by the quiet hum of electric robotaxis. Streets that were once packed with parked cars could be transformed into green spaces, pedestrian-friendly walkways, or bike lanes. Urban planners could rethink how we design cities with fewer cars on the road. We could reclaim space for parks, playgrounds, and public transportation. And think about parking lots. With robotaxis in place, we won't need nearly as many parking spaces, freeing up even more room for new developments and greenery. But it's not just cities that will change. Entire industries are at risk of being disrupted. Think about the millions of people whose livelihoods depend on the automotive industry. Mechanics, car dealerships, gas station owners, and even insurance companies, all of these sectors could face massive upheaval as the need for personal car ownership diminishes. With fully autonomous electric vehicles taking over the roads, there will be less demand for mechanics, as electric cars require far less maintenance than traditional gasoline-powered ones. Insurance companies will have to rethink their business models if cars are driving themselves. Accident rates will likely plummet, meaning fewer insurance claims and lower premiums.